So friends, family, fellow classmates, and teachers, thank you for helping make these years as amazing as we hope for them to be. So to finish up, I'm going to need everyone in the building to join. Y'all know what to do. Plano! Plano! Thank you. Have a beautiful year.
Good morning, graduates, and welcome family members, special guests, and visitors to this very special occasion, the Plano East Senior High School commencement exercises for the senior class of 2012. As we begin the graduation this morning, we'd like to introduce our special guests seated on the stage who will be presenting the diplomas later in the program. First, Mr. Richard Matkin, our Superintendent of Schools. Susan Modisette, Executive Director for Secondary Campus Services. And we're also very happy to have the members of the PISD Board of Education participating in our graduation. First, Tammy Richards, President. Nancy Humphrey, Vice President. Marilyn Hinton, Secretary. Missy Bender. Michael Friedman. Carolyn Mobius. And finally, David Stolley. On behalf of the senior class and all the students and staff at Plano East, we want to thank all these individuals for their tremendous support to all our programs at Plano East Senior High. Now, we'll continue our program with addresses by our salutatorian, Adeyemi Adewuyi, our valedictorian, Amy Chow, and Crystal Nora, President of the Student Senate. Please welcome our salutatorian, Adeyemi Adewuyi, to the lectern.
Now, before I begin, I'd like to thank all our friends, family, guests, classmates, and the faculty and administration of Plano ISD. Above all, I'd like to thank God for truly blessing my life. Now, it shouldn't be a surprise to any of us here that whenever a celebrity's career is going down the drain, they usually make an effort to reinvent themselves, so to speak. Now, if you're a true 90s kid, you'll recall a certain hip-hop mogul by the name of Sean Combs, also known as Puff Daddy. Now, later on, he shortened that handle to P. Diddy, and after that, he dropped the P. And who knows, maybe next he'll drop the Diddy. We laugh about it now, but it recently occurred to me that perhaps our pop culture icons were onto something. You see, sometimes life gives us an incredible opportunity to reinvent ourselves. Going off to college, starting a new job, moving to a new city. You know, sometimes when we don't know what else to write in a person's yearbook, we simply scribble the words, "You're awesome, don't ever change." But quite the contrary, we should always change. Because change is reinvention, reevaluating our place in this world and looking for ways to improve upon who we already are. And so, as we go forth from this building today, we must realize that we have within our eager grasps a chance to reinvent ourselves, to become the people that we always hoped that we would be. A chance to not only create a clear vision for the future, but to continually surround ourselves with reminders of that vision. You know, I've always found it intriguing how often we as human beings rest on our past achievements. We proudly put on display our certificates, trophies, ribbons, plaques. But rarely do we put on display our dreams, hopes, aspirations, desires. And so I dare each and every one of you to write down the goals that you have for the future and put them in a place where you can see them every day and be inspired by them. And learn to connect with companions who will hold you accountable to your goals. And even in your journey to reinvention, never forget who you are at heart. As Colombian author Gabriel Garcia Marquez once wrote, you see, human beings are not born once and for all on the day that their mothers give birth to them, but life obliges them over and over again to give birth to themselves. And so, Plano East class of 2012, remember that the world is not ending, but for you, it's just beginning. So continue to push, continue to labor, and continue to fight. Continue to exceed expectations, shatter stereotypes, and overcome obstacles. Push until you have endured the pain of the struggle and have emerged victoriously on top. Push until you can hear the fresh green cry of a newborn, armed with all the tools that he needs to take on a brave new world. Push until you have given birth to a new you. Thank you, and congratulations.
Teachers, guests, parents, and graduates of the class of 2012, congratulations. Today is your day, your milestone, and your accomplishment. I have a rather somber role today. I am the one who says farewell, which is the meaning of valedictorian in Latin. It is an immense honor and challenge to deliver these parting words at an occasion filled with such impatience, but nostalgia, exuberance, yet sadness, independence, yet companionship. I have 3 farewells to give today. The first is to those who have helped us in everything we have achieved. The second is to you, graduates. And the third is to my younger self. As we hasten to our lives of newfound independence, it is all too easy to forget about those who led us here. Our family, friends, and teachers have made us into the people we are today, graduating Panthers with black and gold tassels on our heads. Within this crowded convention center are the most important people in your life. These are the people we too often take for granted. Take a moment today and thank them for being here on this early morning. And when we all go our separate ways, don't lose them, because in the end, nothing is more important than the people who have shaped you. Fellow graduates, I want to congratulate you on your commencement. Perhaps you haven't realized it yet, but this is the beginning of our lives as adults. Yes, we're scared, we're inexperienced, quixotic, but every single one of us has infinite potential. This is our day, our time to do something amazing, something that people will forever remember. I know you will seize this opportunity to create and innovate, and I know you will take this chance to chase your wildest dreams. Finally, this is the day I say goodbye to my younger self. I recall my failures, but I grow because of them. I treasure my memories, but I will strive to make better ones. I leave the people I love, but not really. Farewell is only what you make of it. This is an ending as well as a beginning. So now, I bid farewell to you, class of 2012. Let us begin our new adventures together.
Hello, friends, classmates, faculty, administration, miscellaneous Plano West students who mixed up their times, parents, and relatives. Welcome again to the Plano East Senior High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2012. And to my classmates, It has been a tumultuous 12 to 13 years. We have lived through 649 different types of Pokemon characters, 5 interchangeable Power Rangers, 72-day marriages, and may I be the first to congratulate you for staying in high school longer than that certain marriage, and 27 horrible days of torture, or as some like to call them, tax days. But the number that speaks to my time here at Plano East the most is 245. That is approximately how many times I made the long journey from Africa all the way to my classroom in Building 4. I see a lot of empathetic looks on the faces of my fellow classmates and a lot of confused faces on the looks of parents. Africa isn't the continent, it's the way back parking lot. And let me go ahead and clear up a common misconception. The phrase, faster than a speeding bullet, isn't referring to Superman or even our amazing track team, but rather any student forced to make my same journey in less than 2 minutes until the tardy bell. But needless to say, I know that route. Every step, each curb, every turn like the back of my hand. But seeing everyone here today, black robes, graduation regalia, square caps, tells me that my journey is about to come to an end. And to be honest, I'm a bit scared. I mean, how do they expect me to do my laundry without my mom's help? Or even clean up my dorm room for that matter? But in all seriousness, we're about to enter the workplace or go straight to college. But I have a secret to let you all in on. We are the 2012 Plano East graduating class. We are world-class athletes, award-winning dancers, hard-working mechanics, international doctors, persevering entrepreneurs. And as graduates, we will carry on a legacy of tradition, excellence, and class. We have been prepared to live our lives to make an impact, not an impression. When the world looks at us, they will know that we come from greatness and that we are bound for excellence. In the words of acclaimed author, poet, and philosopher Henry David Thoreau, if a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music which he hears, however measured or far away. So Plano East Panthers, go forth, be bold, and always remember, keep it classy. Thank you.